All right. So today we're going to talk about the Groundhog Day in your business. So, let me know, have you ever seen the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? And the better question is, have you ever thought about the lessons that that movie can teach you about your business? Now, that it's one of my favorite movies just because I find the comedy and the hilarity of what's going on in that video or in that movie. It's just a fun movie and it's a classic. Now, um, one of the things as we get into this, if we see what the Bill Murray's character in this movie is doing, well, the first thing that we have to ask ourselves is, did we see our shadow? And the reason that I ask that question um, is, the more you try to keep things the same, the more you're going to get the same results. So as you see, that time in winter, February 2nd today is a time where things are about to start to renew again after a winter, especially, some of you guys might be in a warmer climate, but this is something that the colder areas of the United States and really around the world, but my experience is mainly based out of the United States, but these colder areas, I've very rarely actually seen the groundhog not see its shadow. There's always going to be 6 more weeks of winter in February in the colder climate areas because that's our winter, right? So it's going to keep going. And until winter, we get out of winter, the regrowth, the new progress, the new growth is not going to happen. So do you want to be in your winter stuck right here and Groundhog Day repeating the same things over and over again? So in the movie, basically he gets stuck repeating the same day over again. Now, some important lessons from that is, if you continue to repeat the same things that are not working, should you expect things to change? Now, I believe it was Einstein that talked about the definition of insanity being repeating the same actions over and over and over again and expecting a different result. I've been insane. Sometimes I still am insane. Sometimes it's stubbornness. Sometimes it's just sheer grit and determination. But sometimes we have to take a step back from where we're at and say, okay, what about this is not working and what could I change to actually make it work? So that's an important thing. If you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to give it away because I think the movie is hilarious. So your homework today, put hashtag homework if you're going to do this, is to go watch the movie Groundhog Day and come back and let me know how you enjoyed it because I love this movie. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of a side note. Let's bring it back. In the movie, there are some very key things that happen. He has an attitude shift. And then he goes and learns some new things. And then he has an actual shift in what is happening to him in his life. And I think that is the key lesson that we need to take away from this is until we first have an attitude shift, and I'm going to talk about that being the mindset shift in our business. Oh, maybe there's something that I don't know. There's something that I need to go learn to make a change. And then I'm going to actually shift and make that change. And I call that pivoting. I call that shifting or pivoting in your business. We got thrown a major curveball this last 12 months. And we saw, some people have like way increased success and other people that didn't. So what are the big reasons that some people had success? Well, some of it's that they're starting with a different network. But the awesome news is that you can always grow a new network. You don't have to wait around and just hope that you can slowly trickle this in because we're not meeting new people really. So you've got to find new ways to meet people or attract, even better, the right kind of people that are going to start asking you about your business. So for me, that shift happened and I'm starting to see that Right now we're seeing about 7 to 10 people per week reaching out to us and asking us about our business. Now, if that is something that you would like to learn more about and learn how to shift, drop hashtag shift below. And what we will do is we will reach out to you with some resources to help you shift your business, not only to an online space, but into an attraction marketing space where you're actually going to be bringing people to you to then start having the conversation. And it's a much simpler conversation to have when they already know about the business model, when they already know about really about how the business works. You're not having to convince anybody. You're just showing them a different way of how to do business. And so go ahead, drop shift below, and we will reach out to you with more details on that program. So for that, we will talk to you guys later, and have a wonderful Groundhog Day, but let's not repeat it again tomorrow. So have a great night, everybody.